not welcome back to my channel. This is the same video, just kidding. So today is day 2 of Comic-Con. I just got out. I forgot to film like an intro of today, but that's okay. Anyway, I had lots of fun today, and I'm not going to go into detail about, what I did today or anything like that, because as I said, in between yesterday and today, I'm kind of going to put in this video, kind of like a review and like I'm kind of just going to tell you like what I did today and kind of like my general review of the convention, just like I did with Alamo City Comic Con a few months ago. Yeah, I'll be talking about the convention, so stay tuned. Hey, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm literally in the exact same place as the video from yesterday because I'm filming it on the same day. And yeah, so today is Monday that I'm filming. You'll be seeing this tomorrow, Tuesday. You probably also saw a little intro that I filmed at Comic-Con. So yeah, I'm talking about South Texas Comic-Con Day 2. Just like yesterday's video, I'm going to have a little bit of structure to it. I also have my Gwen back here that I bought at the convention. She's just going to chill with me for the video. And of course, my Marvel blanket, because this room is literally freezing. If I could be like this during the video, I probably would, but I'm not going to do that. Anyway, today I'm going to be, the order in which I'm going to be speaking is going to be, I'm going to talk about the cosplay, I'm going to talk about the photo op that I did, which I'll leave it a secret who I did it with until a little bit later. I'm going to talk about the comic book I got signed and by who. Again, I'll leave it a little secret till we get further into the video. And then my overall comments, just about day 2, which really of the convention was day 3, but I only went 2 days, so day 1 for me was Saturday, day 2 was Sunday, so as to not be confusing, I just wanted to explain that. So cosplay, as you all know, I cosplayed on Saturday as none other than Spider-Woman, Ghost Spider, Spider-Gwen, Gwen Stacy, whatever you like to call her. So, keeping with the Spider-Woman kind of vibes I had going on, I cosplayed as the original Spider-Woman, none other than Jessica Drew herself. I actually did not cosplay in this costume, but rather her more modern one, but I thought it would be fun to pull that out for effect. Anyway, yeah, I kind of had planned this months in advance, and at this time I did not even know I'd be cosplaying as Gwen on the first day, so it kind of worked out really cute where I was like the newest Spider-Woman and then also threw it back to the original Spider-Woman. So for my cosplay, I had purchased a jacket. Actually, it was on sale at the time, so I got a really good deal on it. I don't remember how much, sorry about that, but it was a good deal. From Her Universe. I really like to get some cosplay items from there. If you've never been there, you should check out the website, heruniverse.com. And that's also where I got my Miss Marvel cosplay that I did for Alamo City Comic Con. And if you haven't seen that video, you should go check that one out from a few months ago. Anyway, the jacket was really cool. So it was like her whole top of her costume, because she does wear like a jacket and pants. It was a zipper, but then it had like buttons that kind of covered up the whole zipper. Very awesome. I'll insert a picture there, and then I'll put more pictures later on in the video. So I paired that just with leggings, just like I did with the Gwen costume. So this jacket was not as comfortable as the hoodie that I wore with the Gwen cosplay, but the leggings kind of just made it more comfortable. I wore some little kind of heeled boots. These do not belong to me. They're actually, I'm not really sure who they belong to, either my grandmother or my aunt, because I don't know, but I borrowed it from one of them. I actually used these same boots for Halloween when I dressed as Violet Incredible. But anyway, and then I was going to pair it with gloves like Jessica Drew wears in the comics, but this jacket had like a thumb opening, if you guys know what I mean. And I was like, why would it have that if it was meant to wear with gloves? So I was like, okay, I'll just roll with it, whatever. If I do this again in the future, maybe I'll add gloves in the future. And then I did add, my uncle got me, my awesome uncle who went with me to Comic-Con both days, got me some safety glasses, kind of like, the ones you wear like when you're doing work outside or whatever. And they were yellow, and that's like the color of the glasses that Spider-Woman wears. Her old costume did have like an actual mask. This one does not have a mask. It's just glasses. I probably could have added to them. They like to add some red at the top or the little diamond that hers have. But this is kind of just like a fun cosplay for day too. So I just left them as is. And honestly, I was not at the convention for that long on day 2. There was not really any panels either of us wanted to see that day. So we were kind of just going, you know, one more walkthrough, see what we needed to do. I was doing a photo op, wanted to get a comic signed, went mostly for that. So, the photo op, I decided I wanted to get an autograph from Jodi Benson. So I looked into autograph prices, and they were $50. And then I saw that her photos were $60. And I was like, well, I'd rather have a photo with her, and for a $10 difference, I guess I'll do that. So on day 2, I got there kind of with just enough time to look into getting a photo with her. Last year, I took a photo with Christy Carlson Romano and Will Friedle, who are the voices of Kim Possible and Ron Stoppable, and that's actually the only reason I really went, aside from one of the panels, which had some of the stars of Guardians of the Galaxy. I really went for that because I was a huge Kim Possible fan. I'll insert a picture of that right here. And so anyway, that photo op I had purchased in advance, so I'd never really done a photo op where I purchased it on the spot. Luckily, I was able to easily purchase that. They had a really great process for that. And then, anyway, so I got the photo op. I waited in line. It was actually not a bad line at all. I was the second person in line. There was maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 total, because she had been there all 3 days of the convention, and probably anybody who like wanted to get a photo with her had mostly gone the first 2 days. So when I got there, I got in, we only had a second. Obviously, with these things, they kind of rush you in and out. I feel like I did have more time last year with Christy Carlson Romano and Will Friedle, but, you know, it was no big deal. So we went in, I told her how much of a fan of hers I was. I asked her how her daughter's prom was, because I just remember that she had mentioned it in her panel, that her daughter had prom the day before, and she was really sweet, and she was like, oh, you know, I saw the pictures, I haven't gotten really to talk to her yet, but I think she had a great time, so that was really nice. And then, I feel like there was something else she said. I guess I just told her, like, nice to meet you, and she said you too. It was really nice. She was very, very sweet, very kind, very Disney princess-like. And so we got our photo, which was really nice. I will insert that here. And then I also got a comic book signed. So I won't show it to you guys yet. But Carlo Barberi, who is a comic book artist. He's done artwork for several different comics, including some of the Marvel comics. He does a lot of work on Spider-Man. He did the cover of Spider-Geddon number 3. Spider-Geddon is a recent kind of like Spider-Verse type comic series, for those of you who maybe aren't aware of that. This is I loved this series. This was from late 2018. And this particular cover was honestly one of my favorite ever. I'll show you that right now. This is the cover that he did. It is bagged and boarded, so sorry if there's a little bit of a glare. Look at that, just the beauty of this cover. And so yeah, he signed it for me right there, Barberi, and he put the year on it, 19. That's kind of cool. I have a few signed comics, so at Alamo City Comic Con, I got another comic book artist to sign one of my comics, my Back to the Future comics, and then at a local comic book store, I got Marguerite Bennett, who is a comic book writer, to sign my A-Force comics, 3 issues of them. So, yeah, I've never seen anybody put the year on them, though, so that was really cool. I went up to the table. He was a really cool guy. I kind of just told him, like, hey, I really love your artwork. This particular cover is one of my favorite ever, you know. And I asked him how much signings would be. So for the most part, they don't charge for signings, the artists, I'm saying, unless you're buying one of their prints there, and then obviously they charge you to buy their print. But since I already had his comic, and the same thing happened to me with another comic book artist in the past, they'll sign it for free, which is, I think, really awesome. I don't really do the whole authenticating the signature kind of thing, because personally I think that's more like if you ever plan on selling your comic in the future, it'll show that it's valuable and that it's real. For me, this is just about like sentimental, like I got my comic signed, that's a good memory, and you know, stuff like that. So I didn't really bother with that, but they did have that option, and I know it was an additional cost as well, so I'm not too sure how much that was, but yeah. And that was pretty much all that we did on day 2. We were there, I don't know, an hour or so. It was really dying down on day 2. There wasn't a huge crowd anymore. Obviously, it was a 3-day event, especially on Sunday. I feel like people are, if they came in from out of town, they're going back home or anything like that. So yeah, it was still really fun though, both days. I think we had a great time. And also, I know I mentioned on day 1 there was a long line to get in. Day 2, we just walked straight in. And yeah, overall comments about day 2 is just that it was generally emptier. Crowd had died down. I think it was a lot more, there was a lot more excitement in the air on day 1, which is understandable. By day 2, or for some people, in some people's case, day 3, you know, it just wasn't as packed. But with that being said, I had so much fun. And I will definitely be going back next year to South Texas Comic Con. This has been my 2nd year, so I think I'll add another year next year. And I'll insert some photos right now of anything else I had from day 2. Please comment down below which is your favorite Spider-Verse character. Yeah, let's do that. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.